English stenography dictation 100 word per minute speed 800 words 1 2 3 ready start. The founding of the Kerala Muslim Education Society in 1964 was indeed a landmark in the annals of Kerala Muslim education. Under the initiative taken by along with similar institutions in the neighboring states, the All India Muslim Education Conference was formed in 1970. It is gratifying to note that a new atheism and new approach to solve the problems of economics and educational backdropness of the Muslim, it is taking shape and catching in imagination of Muslims of India. All these serve a limited purpose adequate for the periods of few decades and should not therefore blind us to the current problems of Muslim education. These remains of a serious nature. In fact, the relative position continue in a very important sense to be what it was 100 years ago. Muslims are still educationally relative backward. The literacy rates and the education rate in the middle and the lower middle class is still below the average for the country. For other communities, failure rates in the examinations are still higher. Among Muslims, dropout rates are higher too. Success rates are lower. Attitudes in the large mass of Muslim population in this country are anti-educational. Dogmatic beliefs under democratic structure and unscientific approach continue. Rationally, it is still a discount. All these are very serious matter, and I have to do what the structure of thinking in the Muslim community and thinking has altered. Scientific temper has to be developed vastly. The slavery and the course have to be recorded in the order to reach a world class on one hand and become socially relevant, and other words a major push on Muslim educational fronts is still very much necessary. Neither the history of the cultural moods Islam nor the history culture India up to the ends the Middle Age gives a pointer to the kinds of the backwardness to which our people are prone to the modern times. This is indeed an element of we have brought upon that ourselves in the modern times due to the conspiracy and the many circumstances one realizations dawn on people. Once they are roused action shake off the shackles of ignorance. It should be possible by the course of the sustained and well-planned actions to eradicate these conditions of backwardness, and this conference must strive new paths of eliminate literacy. I am glad to learn the society has already set up and has the plans to set up more cultural center in important cities. Schools and colleges operate health centers, industrial and handicraft venture, including the khadi and village industries and the various other schemes, all intend to eradicate poverty and illiteracy. I have no hesitations in appalling that not the ventures, and we hope such efforts at the self-help will receive all the supports and encouragements they deserve from all quarters. A new change in respect of education of the Muslim educational organizations in these parts of the country are showing new dynamism, and those parts of the country are showing to the presidings over this matter must be congratulated. It is utmost importance that the new educational institutions are operated with revised stability, with an emphasis of under to detailness that the social relevance as the large volume of the schools has at the proud that into the Muslim educational system and high degree of the coordinations necessary the both through the efforts of the governments and efforts made by the numerous community organizations. On the questions of resources, I would like to say that while the community aid would play a very major role of the resources of Muslim trust, and we have been geared the increasingly educational and technological skills formations of emphasis has the shift from the study of arts and language to the technologies, especially those of our in the great demands of modern world, that is the various types of engineering has applied sciences. This itself generates to the scientific tempo which is the Muslim requires the much of any future formation. The Muslim trust will do the bear in mind that the benefits of the assets should be the accrue not merely an individual but the Muslim community as a whole. The thus deed must be therefore the care of this factor and into the skill and formation of the Muslims. It is better for any community to be trained its young people in the specialist which is high demand, so the various prejudices which float around any society are overcome, and a high states of demands guarantees full employment. Efforts should be also made to see if the slight adjustment and the resources of the existing Muslim trust can be geared more to the education and skill formation among the Muslim youths. This may require suitable changes in the law of trust is the trust of survive that we have working with the understanding major requirements of the community in the context of the modern times on educational advancements among Muslims.